Yes, guys, welcome back to another episode of Ball Talk with me, Lewis Bryon. And today I'm joined by a professional footballer for Stockport, Tanto Olaofe. How are you, mate?
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm all good, all good.
First of all, I just want to say congrats.
Thank you, man.
Promotion, and you won the title, League 2.
Yeah, it's been a long old season, but the end goal was always promotion. And then, just to top it off, to win it is even better.
Yeah, I remember obviously we had a chat sort of end of September, and at the time it was early on in the season, but at the time you were ninth, and you said, I said, what's your goal for the season as a team? And you said, well, to get promotion. And you've gone from ninth and you won the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, at the start of the season, we didn't have the best of starts. I think in the first 6 games, we might have won 2, won 1, drew 2, and lost 3. So we hit a little rocky period. Then I think we must have played MK Dons and Wimbledon, and we just went on a run from there.
Yeah, mate, I'm telling you, as soon as you had a chat with me, it's just gone. It's gone upwards.
I'm gonna have to start having more chats with you then.
Yeah. But when was it? Did you find out at separate times when you got promoted and when you won the league? It weren't like the same day, was it?
Nah. So I think we played Colchester away on the Tuesday and we won 2-1. We weren't mathematically promoted, but in terms of goal difference, we were already promoted.
Okay,
Because I think they had to score 18 goals and we had to lose all our remaining games. Then the week after, on the same week, we played Morecambe at home on the 13th of April. And then all we needed was a draw to get promoted. Just to get promoted. We ended up winning 2-0. And that's when we got promoted. And that's when we could celebrate properly,
But you hadn't won the league at that point?
No, we hadn't won the league at that point, no.
So what were the celebrations? Were they slightly muted because you thought, obviously you got promoted, but you thought you want to win the league, didn't you? You want to go for it all?
No, it was...
Were they big?
Do you know what? Surprisingly, the manager actually had us in the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he knew what he was doing with that.
No celebrations that night then?
We still celebrated, but it was just, as you said, a bit muted. But we were in the next day. Unfortunately, I got injured that day as well. So I came off in the 20th minute. Luckily, I scored my 20th goal of the season just 10 minutes before I came off.
Oh, okay.
But a bittersweet kind of moment, getting promoted but being injured. So I didn't really get to enjoy it properly
as much. A little dampener on it. What injury you got?
So I done my MCL. I'm 4 weeks into my rehab. It's going well. I'm on track. Should be back in running in about a week or so.
Okay, nice. Maybe we'll touch a bit more on that later.
Yeah.
But another reason why maybe the gaffer wanted to, like you said, get you in the next day is because second place is Wrexham. Wrexham was second place. I know there is a big rivalry between Stockport and Wrexham. Is there? I know the fans definitely don't like each other.
Yeah, with the fans, I feel like it's kind of been put onto the players as well.
Yeah.
I remember my first time I went away with Stockport was we went to Pinata for Preseason tour, and we were with the fans. And the first thing the fans said to me, I hope you're ready for I think Wrexham at home in September. Yeah. I didn't realize how big it was, but to them it's massive. And I think on the Saturday we got promoted. Then we were in on the Sunday actually because we had Notts County away, and if we won that, we won the league. So that's why he wanted us in. The following Saturday we had who do we have? Did
you beat Notts County?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you won the league then.
So we won the league 5-2 at Notts County. Won the league there at their place. Obviously, I didn't get to enjoy the celebrations because I was sitting at home watching on the TV.
Oh, no way. You weren't there on the day?
No. I weren't there on the day because I was still in kind of a lot of a pain. My knee. So I didn't want to be doing too much travelling and that.
Yeah.
So. But I still celebrated at home.
Yeah, of course.
And they called me, they FaceTimed me, so I was part of the celebration as well.
I was going to say, what was the celebrations like when you found out you actually won the league? But so I'm guessing, did the team go out that night or?
I don't know. I think a couple of the players must have stayed over at the training grounds overnight just to play a few games.
Oh, right, okay, got ya.
Carry on drinking and stuff like that. So no, it was good spirits. when I won the league, I was in my living room dancing about. I was happy, man, for everyone.
Yeah. Had you had the surgery at that point, or was it surgery?
No, no surgery. Luckily, no surgery.
No, that's
so
not too bad then.
I was just in a brace for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I came out of the brace literally the day before we played more. The day before the Wrexham, the last game of the season.
Okay, nice. And it was, I think you ended up finishing on 92 points, and they got 88 Wrexham.
Yeah,
I believe so. 4 points clear.
Yeah,
fairly comfortable.
Do you know what? Like last game of the season, away to Wrexham, massive game, great atmosphere. We actually started off well, winning 1-0 at first. 1-0 up at half time, and then just the second half they just came back into the game and they won. But
I mean, they're a serious team as well, back to back now as well.
They're a good team.
Yeah,
you gotta show them some sort of respect in it. To do back-to-back promotions isn't easy. Obviously, Stockport were close last season, but we just missed out on the playoffs. But yeah, it's not an easy thing to do. So no, big up to Wrexham for doing that.
Definitely. Did you have a sort of a parade at the end of the season?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Go on, again, what was you again still in pain a bit, or you fully in the celebration mode there?
I think when I was on the bus, that numbed the pain. Pain. So we done the parade on the Sunday, so the day after the Wrexham game.
Oh, okay. Decent.
Yeah, we went to like the town hall, we met like the big people in Stockport, spoke to them. Then after we got back onto the team bus, and like waiting for us was like all the Stockport fans and that. I'll show you a video after. Yeah. But I didn't realise, like I just thought it was just like that town, that little area. So when we started driving out, you just see all the Stockport fan, and it's like, wow.
Just going on and on.
Yeah. Thousands.
Mad. Good experience.
Great experience, man. The atmosphere was great.
That's nice, mate. That's top.
Then they just it was like a 20-minute journey, but we didn't want it to end. Yeah. We just wanted to carry on going.
Is that what it was? 20 minutes? The actual bus parade?
It might have been longer.
Yeah.
It might have been longer than that.
And then what?
Maybe 45.
Yeah. So I thought it was like a whole day thing, or do you just do stuff after?
Oh no, so it was like the whole day we had something planned. So in the morning before the parade, we had like the champion shoot with the pictures, etc.
Yeah, nice.
Then we went to the town hall. Then after, that's when we done the bus parade. Then after the bus parades, we done like the young player of the season, player of the season, and fans player of the season. Then after that, we done like our walkouts. Yeah. So like, I don't know if you see mine, the fire extinguisher.
No, I haven't.
I'll get onto that.
I need to see that. Yeah.
Then we done like the walkouts where they'll say each player's name that's represented the club that season, and they'll come out, lift up the trophy in front of all the fans, and that took us around 6 o'clock. Then after 6, we had like a little party within all the Stockport people around the club, etc. So no, it was a great day.
Nice, mate. Yeah, you need to show me that entrance.
Yeah, it was.
Well, you show me that after.
I'll show you that after.
Yeah,
I'll show you after.
We'll leave the promotion talk. Go on to the season, right? Because again, when we spoke in September, I think you were on five goals, and you said your target was 15 for the season, and you got 20.
Yeah. I'm proud of what I've achieved this season. 20 goals. It's a good benchmark. Now I'm just thinking next season I just got to do better than that. But yeah, I feel like when just something clicks for you. Obviously I scored the hat-trick against Wrexham, and just from there it just clicked for me, and that's when the goals just started rolling in. And luckily I never went more than 4 games without scoring a goal.
Yeah, so it never really got in your head that I need to hit a bit of form now.
Yeah, and I never really even during the season when if I went 2 games without scoring, I never really panicked really, because I always thought cool, I know that I'm going to get another opportunity. If I don't score this one, or if I don't get an opportunity this game, I'll get an opportunity in the next game. So I never really panicked or worried about I need to score this goal or I need to keep scoring goals. I just feel like it just naturally just happened, right positioning, right time, and thankfully it just kept on building up. And I hit the benchmark of of 20.
Yes, I love that. And I think that was joint seventh top in the league.
Yeah,
And I looked it up. Yeah, you had 51 shots, 20 goals. That's a decent for the whole season. That's a decent conversion rate.
Do you know what? I probably don't shoot enough, you know.
Yeah, well,
that's probably why my conversion rate is so high. But yeah, next season I'll definitely be taking more shots. But yeah, that's a decent little return.
Yeah, and I think it was 67% was your shot accuracy as well. So maybe you do need to start shooting more, mate.
Yeah, I do.
Get number one.
I feel like there's probably times where I should shoot, but I might be unselfish and look for another option that I might think is better.
Yeah.
But no, I know for next season I'm definitely going to be shooting more.
Yeah. Are you the type? Like, I've seen you play a few times. Are you the type of striker? Would you say that if you don't score in a game, you don't get involved like a Haaland type, or are you someone that's involved in the play a lot, even if you don't score?
I feel like it's a bit of both. I don't think in terms of build-up play, I'm not really involved as much. But in terms of being a nuisance to defenders, running channels, just getting my body there, just making it trying to make it uneasy for them.
Yeah.
Like if they never allow them to have like a clean header, all sorts. So that if I'm not scoring, I'm trying to be a nuisance, and if I am scoring, even better.
Yeah, and that's probably why if you don't score in a match, you're not always chasing it. You think, right, I've still had an impact on that game there.
Yeah, exactly. I think last season, probably when I signed, I didn't have the best of goal to game ratio.
Yeah.
I think I only scored 4 last season. But the games that I didn't score, I still played well.
Yeah. There you go.
And like, there's been games this season where I haven't played well and I've scored like.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah, it's football sometimes. But yeah, I'll rather not play well and score.
Yeah, of course, as every striker would. Probably every player. But you mentioned like this year, there's been a big improvement. I'd say big increase in your goals. Would you put that down to anything at all? Like, is it something you consciously work on, maybe outside of team training? You're finishing, or is it just like, why do you think it's clicked?
Good question. I feel like I'm always constantly working, like even in training. Them small little bits to improve on. I feel like as a player, there's always, in fact, as a person, everyone in the world, there's always that 1% that you can make yourself better by.
Yeah,
so
100%.
if you can try make yourself better each day, whether that's your crossing, your first touch, your shooting, your finishing, I'm always trying to work on that. And I feel like this season, it's just I found myself in better goal scoring areas, maybe just in and around the 6-yard box.
Yeah.
A lot of my goals have been like either one-touch goals, and like they
right place, right time.
Yeah, they always say like them one-touch finishes are always the best ones for a striker, to be in and around the 6-yard box or in and around the penalty area. And I feel like this season I found myself a lot more in them areas.
Yeah.
So if it's maths, like the higher you're gonna be in that area, the higher the percentage is gonna be when you score.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
And I think that's what people look for as well, is because you can't really teach that. It's only really probably experience that teaches you to get in them positions.
Yeah,
it's not like something you can really work on the training pitch, because it's not the same.
Yeah, definitely. And also, like, when you're watching games, I always try to take little notes from other strikers that I'm either playing against or either watching on TV, because I feel like you can always look to improve your game from other people.
Yeah, go on? Yeah.
Yeah, but I think what are you going to say? What striker?
Yeah, so like as you said, you look at other strikers within your league, within other games. Like, is there anyone you base your game off as playing now?
I love Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy, yeah, that's top.
Jamie Vardy's been... I just feel like for what he's done and how he's climbed up the leagues is amazing, and also to win the Premier League, and then obviously to get relegated with Leicester and to come back up in to the Premier League at the age of 35, 36.
Yeah.
It just shows like hard work does pay.
Yeah, and that's a mentality thing as well. Like,
yeah,
it's just no external noise. He just gets in his mind, does he? He's just he keeps himself to himself and just gets about his business.
Yeah, and I just, in terms of his like overall gameplay, I think Jamie Vardy's just a great striker all around. Yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone in the Prem at like the season just gone? Do you base off? I know you said obviously Jamie Vardy's. You said you're a nuisance, so I can see where the comparison
I like Ollie Watkins.
Yeah. Top. Yeah.
I think Ollie Watkins is a great player. His movement, Yeah, his finishing ability. Obviously, he's added assists to his games now as well. I think he's got around 19 goals and like 13 assists.
Yeah, he's got
Something,
serious numbers this year.
So now it's going to be a difficult summer for Gareth Southgate. You know, trying to pick an England striker.
Mate, it is. I'll tell you what. We'll get onto that later. We'll speak about the Euros a bit later. I just want to touch on sort of the build-up, let's say from Christmas to the end of the season. I'm not sure how long you've been first or how long you were sitting there, but what was the atmosphere sort of around the training ground like as it was getting closer and you were thinking, right, promotion's on the cards, the league title's on the cards?
It was up and down, simply because we went through a period where we didn't win in 4 games, and we lost an important game against Crewe, 3-1. Then the following week we lost 4-0 to Tranmere away. So like
questions start getting asked.
Yeah, exactly. So tensions building up from the fans, from the staff, from the players. Then the week after we played Salford at home and we drew 2-2. Then we played Gillingham, drew 1-1. So like it's all building up now.
Yeah.
When you haven't won in 4 games. Then we must have played MK Dons at home on TV, and then we annihilated them 5-0.
And it wipes it all out, doesn't it? It's mad.
Like, it's mad how one performance can change. Like everyone just forgets about the 4 previous ones.
People have short memories, man, especially the fans.
But the thing is, even though like we went 4 games without winning, other teams like around us was also dropping points.
Okay.
So I know they say never look at the league table, but as a player, you're always going to look at the league table. You're always going to see, how many points are they ahead of us, or how many points are they behind us. And like the fact that they were dropping points, it kind of eased the pressure for us. But we're also looking at it in a way where if only we won that, it could be so much more comfier for us.
Could have just been clear, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's part of football. It's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
There's no easy game in League 2 as well. Like, I feel like we went earlier on in the season, we went on a 12-game winning run. And after that, like, fans probably, people probably expected us to go into every game just like we're going to roll them over.
Yeah.
Just because of where they are in the league and where we are. But teams always make it difficult when they come to us. So
especially when you're on them runs, it gives it a little bit more fire in their belly, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we just need to find a way to try break them down. But thankfully we found our track, and I think the MK Dons win like really helped us. After that, we went on a 9-game winning run.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Towards the end of the season. So
yeah, that's top. And what? So you just mentioned you went on a 9-game winning run, and that's towards the end of the season as you're really you can see the finish line and you're near promotion. What's training looking like in between them matches? Because was you playing Saturday, Tuesday, or was it Saturday at that point?
It was Saturday, Tuesday, because we had a few games called off earlier during the year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Saturday, Tuesday. It was more
like, is it intense or is it just like recover?
A bit of both.
Yeah.
So obviously for the players that played the full 90 or played 60 plus minutes, it will be more relaxed for them. Obviously, than the people who didn't make the squad or on the bench, it's probably more of an intense session.
Yeah.
But obviously they need to be cautious of how intense it is, because you've got Saturday, Tuesday, so rotation's key.
Cool,
and
yeah.
when you don't have, we had a few injuries, so you don't want to make your numbers even thinner by training too hard or picking up niggles here and there. So it was a bit of both, really. Yeah. Intense and a bit of a recovery as well. Yeah,
because I'm just curious, does the gaffer try and make it like a really just positive, bubbly like atmosphere within the training ground at that point to try and keep the morale like high, or does it start getting a bit nervy and a bit like tense because you're thinking, right, it can go 2 ways, can't it?
Yeah, it can do, but I feel like with the group that we had, it was never really like that. If you go into our change room, we're all kind of bubbly, good vibes, a good group. Everyone gets on well with each other. We're always making jokes, always staying after training, just to chill, play pool, play darts, and just play table tennis. So there's always like that good kind of atmosphere within the training group. Yeah. So it's not really a thing of where we didn't really feel nervous. Yeah. We were more excited and we're looking forward to what's coming, because we know that the final goal, promotion and champions, is bigger than what we can imagine.
Yeah, and it's like similar to what you were saying as a striker. If you're scoring, if you're not, as long as you just keep doing the right things regardless of the outcome, that's what it is, isn't it? Just
Yeah, I feel like once you play the performance, the results will handle itself when the performance is good. So, like the games I'll take it back to the start of the season. We didn't have the best of starts at the start of the season, but we were playing well. And when you're playing well, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
After that 6-game winless streak or uneasy streak, after that we went on a 12-game winning streak. So
it does balance itself out, and they will come. If you said, like you said, the performances are there, they will come.
Yeah, exactly.
But people will have good performances, not get the results, and start changing things up, and almost like going a bit too early, not sticking to their philosophy. So I suppose that's credit to you, the team, and the manager.
Yeah, that, to be fair, the good thing with our team as well, we've got our squad depth is very good.
Okay.
Like we had a meeting the other day and we were speaking about it. We were saying we have like an ultimate team, League 2 team.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if one player is injured, then another player just as good can replace them.
Yeah, nice.
So when you have confidence within your peers and within the group that if someone gets injured, someone just as good is going to replace them, it makes it even better.
Yeah, and it is a hard environment that to control when you've got good players just as good as the person starting on the bench, because then it can create a bit of like saltiness as why is he ahead of me?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You see Man City do it really well, and so do Arsenal really, but a lot of clubs are like, they've bought these players for millions and millions that are sitting on the bench, and then that creates the bad atmosphere, doesn't it?
Do you know what, yeah? I hate to be a manager.
Yeah.
I hate to be a manager.
Yeah, mate, it's like, it's stress.
Like, I don't know what to do. Like,
what's the win other than like winning the league? Like, and that's until next season, and then it's back.
Like, it's such a difficult job. As you said, like when you have so many players to choose from, you might have a player that's in form, but you might have a player that's coming back from injury who's a great player, and you know you need to get back into the team. What do you do there?
Yeah.
These are all these scenarios that the managers have to come up with.
You've got to be like a psychologist as well as a manager. I mean, I think especially as the higher up you go, because you're dealing with egos.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But, good job. I'm 24 and I'm still playing football.
Yeah. Not in the future then, no.
I want to get into coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially coaching. Work with like younger players.
Yeah.
Management, I'm not sure yet.
See what happens, mate.
Yeah, but coaching, I'd love to get into that.
Speaking of the manager, would he ever like, again in the build up to that last few months of the season, would he address the fact that you're right, like maybe week in week out that you're going from a promotion and you're still there, you're close, or would it just be like focus on the next game, just talk about the next game?
No, addressing promotion and champions, yeah.
Make it the forefront of people's mind.
Yeah, definitely. He wanted the message to remain clear that cool, we are promoted now, or we are on the brink of promotion, but that's not what we want to be. We want to be champions.
Yeah.
Like, everyone remembers champions. You're number one. You're the best team in the league. You get to lift the trophy at the end of the season. I think that's the biggest achievement you can ask for in a season, apart from obviously winning like a trophy.
Another cup, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But no, he was just constantly reminding us that our goal is to be champions.
Yeah.
And like that's as I said, that's why we were in after you got promoted.
Yeah.
On the
Job's
Sunday.
not done. Job's
not done. That's Kobe Bryant said. But I think it's a good mentality to have. It just reminds you like you can enjoy it after you're promoted, after you're champions. And
definitely. You've got your time now to enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I'm making the most of that. I've got a couple holidays planned as well, so looking forward to them.
Nice. We'll speak about the off-season in a sec, but last little bit on the season, was there any standout tough team you play against or tough player you thought like give you a real hard game this season just gone?
The obvious has to be Mansfield, that came third. I think they're the only team to do the double on us. So
oh really? Yeah.
So they beat us. They beat us away, and they beat us home. So they're a good team. That's obviously why they got promoted as well.
But for you, like personally, with them two games, did you find them tough personally? Like, thought this is the best opposition we played?
Me personally, Notts County is up there just simply because of the way they move the ball.
Yeah, serious, mate. Serious.
Yeah, like when we first played them, it's just Pop City.
Yeah, they just come up as well, didn't they?
Yeah, it's Pop City. I think a game that I might have struggled in was probably Barrow away. Just with how they play. I don't know if you've ever been Barrow.
No, I've not.
Yeah, it's windy.
Stoke, yeah.
Yeah.
Where is Barrow? I'm not even sure.
It's sort of near Blackpool.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's like right in the corner of northwest of England.
Yeah.
So it's just far. It's just a tough place to go to and get a win. I think we were 2-0 down in 10 minutes.
Oh well, okay, one of them.
Yeah, one of them.
Was there a player though during the season that you like a centre half that you're coming up against that you just remember him like, give me a break, mate, come on? Or are you doing that to them? You're in there.
Well, I hope I'm doing that to them. Not off the top of my head really, but like there's always good centre backs in League Two anyway. Like the physical ones, then you got the clever ones that will. Like, as you're making a run across the line, they'll just come in front
read
of
the
you.
game well.
Yeah, come in front of you, just give you a little body check.
Yeah.
And like the ref, it's a foul, but the ref will never give it.
Not in the box.
Yeah. So there's always off the top of my head, I can't name one.
Yeah.
But there are a lot.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
On the flip side of that, was there? I'm guessing, was there a standout goal or a standout game that you just thought, like, I've played unreal here? Or I've really enjoyed this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know you got the hat trick against Wrexham.
Yeah, I'll go for Accrington Stanley away.
What, you're for a goal?
Yeah, for both. Really.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, both. Actually, Doncaster for a goal. It's just a diving header, but it was just like the build up. Got the ball from like the R18 yard box, set it out wide, and it was like a counter attack, and I just made my run to the front post, and it's like a diving header. And like, you know, a diving header, you can't beat a diving header.
Yeah, they don't come around often.
Yeah, they're one of the best goals. So that goal and then the Accrington goal is like it was just a great atmosphere, the Accrington game.
Yeah, okay.
It was nice. I think the week before that we played Wrexham, beat them 5-0. So we took about 2,500 fans to Accrington. And yeah, it was a rainy day as well, so they're just standing in the wet rain. So
that always helps the atmosphere, doesn't it?
Yeah. So you just gotta big them up for coming all the way to stand in the rain.
Yeah. Do you have a go-to celebration? I mean, you scored 20, so have you got one in the bag now that you've?
No, I don't. You know.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah, I just go with the flow. It's normally just a knee slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah. So the last goal that I scored
would have been was it the Morecambe?
The Morecambe one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really do a celebration for that one. I just turned back and just like got everyone together. Because, once I scored that goal, we were like one step closer to being promoted. So I just wanted everyone to like celebrate together.
Yeah. Depends on the situation, doesn't it? Where you celebrations, and you can't be celebrating if you've scored one and you're 5-0 down.
Exactly.
Right, we'll leave the season now. I just want to chat a little bit about the off-season and what it looks like for you. First of all, have you gone away as a team?
Yeah, we went to Marbella.
Oh, as a team, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, decent. How was that?
No, Marbella was good. It was good. A couple of the lads stayed over for the bank holiday.
Yeah.
Because the team initially went from Tuesday to Friday. Then about 5 or 6 of us stayed from Friday to Monday.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't. Marbs is always good.
Yeah. So I love it when you do stuff as a team. It's always good. But going on holiday as a team is top, man.
It's even better.
Because you don't see it in that environment a lot, do you? It's always a serious environment.
And you know what? The weather wasn't too bad out there as well. So
yeah. Because you went fairly early.
So it was about 22 degrees, and I think back in England it was raining. So
yeah,
you're in the sun, you're enjoying, got a pina colada in your hands,
yeah.
by the pool, relaxing, vibing.
A few days off rehab out there.
Yeah,
you got it, didn't you?
You got it.
I was going to say what does your pre-season, your off-season look like? Obviously away from the holiday and everything like that, because most pro footballers, it looks similar because you have the first few weeks to rest.
Yeah.
But with your injury, are you going in the club a lot, or what exactly is it looking like?
I'll be going back in this week just to check up on the physio, but mine's not too bad because I'd done it 2-3 weeks before the season ended. I had 3 weeks to kind of like rehab there and rest to recover.
Yeah.
So I should be going into like the running stages around early June.
Okay.
So I'm still on track to be on my program. So obviously in the off season they send you like an individual program where they have like 3 sessions a week. It might be 3 cardio sessions, 2 off feet and 1 on feet.
Yeah.
And then just progressively they build it up to 4 on feet cardio sessions on the grass and stuff. So I should be on track to do that without any issue. I think I'm in on Friday to see the physio just for a checkup.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed I'm on the grass running. So
yeah, okay, nice. So then you sort of could go back into pre-season with the team?
Yeah, going back into pre-season, I'll be sweet.
Okay.
Going back in.
How do you find pre-season generally? Like, some people love it, some people absolutely hate it.
I hate it.
Yeah. Well, just too much running, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like it, man. It's hot as well. Running the heat is the worst as well.
Yeah. I mean, from someone who's unable to play at the moment, that kills me, man, when people say it. Because it's just, I don't know. Do you switch off completely from football in terms of like watching it, thinking about it when you're playing? When it's the off season, sorry.
Nah. I feel like with me, I love football too much to ever switch off. So I'm always watching it. Yeah. When there's no football on the TV, it's a boring day for me.
Yeah. Okay, so you keep it in.
Yeah, I always keep it.
You just manage the load, innit?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I hate it and love it. Obviously, it needs to be done, and when you do it, you just feel good after. Yeah. It's like when you go on a running session, like you don't...
During it, you're like, can't be arsed, but after you think, yes.
Exactly. Like, nobody wants to wake up 8 o'clock in the morning and go for like a 5K run. Yeah. But once you do, you feel good with yourself.
Yeah, you do come back after like a week, especially if you go for abroad for like a week, you come back feeling like you're the fittest man alive, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm definitely looking forward to it because it's a new season. Yeah. You know, everyone looks forward to a new season. There's just obviously different goals, new kit.
Yeah, new kit. It's always a good one.
You want to see if the change rooms changed a little bit, if they're adding anything in, if they're changing anything around the ground. So it's always exciting times, new season.
Yeah, are you staying, will you be at Stockport next year?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool. And we just spoke about a pre-season tour. Have you got one lined up with Stockport?
Yeah, so we're going Pinotar. It's the same place that we went last season. I think...
Where's that?
It's like near Benidorm.
Oh, is it?
In Spain. Yeah. It's decent little training facilities as well.
Oh, okay, nice.
It's all right. It's hot out there though.
Yeah, especially in July?
Yeah. No. Like last season, we were waking up at like 7 in the morning to have breakfast. We had to train early because we didn't want to train in the peak of the sun. So yeah. But even still, when we were training, it was 29 degrees, 30 degrees.
That's when it's just like you're just dying after like 5 minutes.
Literally. Then obviously you're going back to have lunch after, have a little bit of downtime. Then you have a afternoon session / evening session. Yeah. It's still hot then. So yeah, double sessions during the day with a gym session maybe to top it off.
So 3 probably, yeah.
Yeah. So it's tough, but no, you like once it's all done, it's like, you feel good. It's a good feeling, man, being on holiday. It
can be very competitive them first few days back in. Like you want to prove to everyone that, I did anyway. I wanted to prove to everyone that like, right, I've worked off season. I'm going to be the fittest here. Yeah. And do you not have that competitive like? The testing's dropped off a little bit. They used to do a lot more. Yeah. But there's still that like I want to beat you in every test I'm doing.
Of course, like. I feel like with me, you just never want to come last. So like,
if you're near the GKs, you're in trouble.
So you just never want to come last. But I'm never really up there in the like long distance. Like we do the 2K runs. Yeah. I'm never really up there. But when it comes to like the jumping test, the strength test, the acceleration test, I'm up there. So like nice. I always want to be number one in them kind of tests. Yeah. I feel like for me, this season is just to get just improve my fitness time. Like the 2K runs, it's long, man.
Yeah, it's long. To be fair, the endurance ain't as important. Like in them 2K runs, it don't matter if someone's beat you by like 5-6 seconds. Really, like in football, it's not translated as much. Obviously, your general fitness does matter, but
no, I don't think it matters as much as long as you're not overweight and unfit. Yeah. And
I think it's the mindset as well. You just want to have the mindset of everything. That you've got to get the most out of everything you're doing. Yeah. And your mind will be on. Right, we're going into League One now. My mind's on League One. How are we going to perform? Yeah,
exactly. And all they can ask for is on your first day, if you can give it all you got, during every test that you do, then that's all you can physically do, can't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? So, yeah, just got to give it all and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Hope you don't collapse at the finish line.
Yeah. Just make it through, mate. Just make it through. And then you'll be going into League One. So a step up, first time in League One.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited. I'm excited for the challenge. A lot of teams that I haven't played before, so it's going to be a good test playing in League One. And yeah, just going to different stadiums as well, trying to score in them stadiums. And ultimately, for me, it's just to try to do better than I did this season, even though it's a tougher league.
Like personal goals.
Yeah, I don't see why not. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it though.
So the target, let's say what, plus 20 goals, 20 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to aim high, ain't you?
You got to
aim higher.
Yeah, I'll say so. Last season was 15 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go 20 plus this season.
I like that. And then has there been? I suppose we're still very early, and I'm sure it will get discussed in the future. But has there been any team goals mentioned or set, or how you want to? I mean, you probably want to. Everyone's switching off from last year now, so it is a bit early for that. But I suppose they're not going to want to just survive, are they? They're going to want to push as high as they can.
No, we haven't really spoken about that as a team, but I feel like we all believe in ourselves and we're confident with the team that we have. And I'm saying playoffs again, so like, why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just be in and around the playoffs for the whole of the season, and yeah, just if we make the playoffs, that's a great season. If we don't, we just go again next season.
Yes, love it. And in terms of your personal goals again, but do you have any? Don't have to share them, but do you have any like longer term goals? So we obviously spoke about the next season, but any sort of, I suppose, just keep in the back of your mind that like that's where I want to get to.
So like I said from probably about 2 years ago, that I've always wanted to get promoted out of every league. So I've done the National League, I've done League 2, I want to do League 1 and Champ. So yeah, those are my long-term goals.
Yeah, and so eventually playing the Prem.
Yeah. And another personal goal, I wanted to score 100 goals by the age of 28.
Okay.
So I'm on 50 now, so
And you're 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4 years. Okay.
Yeah. So
when did you first start playing in the league?
I made my debut at 21 in the league or National League?
Any, yeah.
Okay, I made my National League debut the season of COVID, so I was 20.
Okay, so you basically had 4 years.
Yeah, so 4 years.
So you're on track.
I'm on track. Yeah, I'm on track. So.
And if it's been improving, listen, could be quicker than that.
Yeah, fingers crossed it is. So 4 more years, another 50 goals.
Yes.
Achievable.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, nice, mate. Listen, we'll go off your like career now and you.
Yeah.
And we'll talk. I just want to talk about sort of the Prem the season that's just gone. Really, I know you support Liverpool, don't you? How do you think they've done this year? What are your thoughts of Liverpool this season like?
This season, it's been a weird one, man. I thought we were gonna do it because it was Klopp's last season. At one point, we were still in every competition. We looked like we were on fire as well. And then, what game was it? It was a United game, the FA Cup.
Yeah.
That's when we started to go downhill. And that's just when I switched off from it as well, man.
Yeah.
And then we played Atalanta in the Europa League, and we were 3-0 down.
Do you watch a lot of their games?
I try to when I can, yeah.
Who's your favourite Liverpool player?
Favourite Liverpool player? It's got to be Salah.
Yeah.
But he annoys me sometimes, but I love him.
Yeah. I reckon he's going this year, you know.
If he does, he does. I mean, what he's achieved for us it's been great.
Oh, he's won so many games for us,
he's won
single-handedly.
And I always think that there's a time for everything. He's had his time. He's done what he's needed to do at Liverpool. I don't really think there's any more for him to achieve at Liverpool anyway. So it's probably time for someone else to have the limelight and just showcase what they can do for us now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Salah, man.
Do you, like, 2 questions. Do you think, what are your hopes and what do you think Liverpool will do next year? And like in the summer transfer window, what would you like to see them get? Who would you like to see them get? I mean, what sort of positions?
Player-wise, I don't know off the top of my head, but position-wise, I feel like we need a right back, another centre mid, and potentially another striker as well.
Yeah, especially if maybe Salah, the goals from Salah are going to go. You need to get
another striker. Like, I love Nunes. I feel like he's a nuisance as well at times. Like, some of the goals that he scores are unbelievable. Then some of the chances he misses, you're like,
yeah, he gets so many chances, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. But in terms of Nunes, like, I think on his day though, he's a great striker.
Yeah.
But it's how often would you get him on his day? And then right back, I feel like Trent's a great player. He's unbelievable. Like, there isn't another Trent in this country. But I just feel him at right backs, it can be a liability at times.
Yeah.
But I feel like they need to move him into centre mid. Even, to be
somehow,
fair,
like, create a role where you don't have to rely on him defensively, innit?
Yeah, to be fair, they're naturally doing that anyway. I was watching the game yesterday against Aston Villa, and he naturally just drifts. He's got like a free roll anyway.
Yeah, pretty much in possession. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just see like everyone shifts over. Like, even for the goal that was disallowed. No, I think they scored when Ollie Watkins was 1v1 against Konsa. Like, that all happens because Trent's out of position. But that's a role he has.
Yeah, he's a tough one to navigate in it, because you do want him in the team. He's like so good, but that's why probably one of the reasons why he don't really get a start for England and never has, because he's not reliable when we haven't got the ball.
I think he don't get a start because he's always been injured.
Do you reckon? Yeah, but do you reckon if he's not injured, he'd start?
Yeah.
You reckon?
In fact, we got Kyle Walker.
So Walker, Reece James.
No, it'll be Trent's second though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
what, over Reece?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. But I love Reece James though. But Kyle Walker's Kyle Walker.
Yeah, you just can't get past him, man. That's out of order.
He's so good. Like, he's a player.
Yeah, he's ridiculous, man. So
Honestly.
good. Where do you think? Obviously, Liverpool, Klopp's going. They've got their new, what is it, Arne Slot? Do you think they're... Because I've said previously that I think they're going to struggle for a couple of years now. Like, I think it's going to be a push to get top 4 even.
No, I don't think so. Not. I don't think a couple of years. It's his first season, isn't it? So I don't know what to expect really.
Yeah, I mean, just in terms of the team as well. Like, I feel like you've done very well to get what you had this year.
Yeah.
Do you not? Like, especially since Christmas, you've grinded out a lot of results.
We have, but when you have Van Dijk at the heart of the team, you always feel like you have hope. So as long as he stays, I feel like we'll always potentially have a good look to get top 4 all the time. Yeah.
And I'm saying that, but you did do it at the end. Like, do you know what I mean? So
yeah. But no, it's going to be an interesting summer for Liverpool. Obviously, it's been how long was Jurgen in charge for? Like 7 years.
Yeah, it was a while, and he took. I think it was about 7 years. Yeah, and he took a couple to get going.
Yeah, so. He did. But no, I'm always looking for new seasons are the best, man.
Yeah, start of the season.
Yeah, the start of the season is always the best. Like the anticipation, like
the new signings.
Yeah, the new signings, the new boots, the new kit.
Yeah, FPL.
Exactly. Oh,
do you do it? Yeah.
I do, but you know when you get to a stage where you forget about it.
Yeah, you're like halfway and it's a few months in and you can't. Yeah.
Like you wake up in the morning saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do it." 11 o'clock's passed and you're like, oh damn, I didn't do it. Like,
once you miss 1 week, it's like I can't be arsed now. I'm already behind.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, new seasons are the best.
Yeah, they're top. We'll go off. Speaking of this off season, actually, we'll go on to the Euros because England are playing. We've got big expectations on them. First of all, how do you think we'll get on? What's your predictions for England's chances in the Euros?
Top 4 semi-final. We're looking at there. That's what I think. I think we'll make the final. I think we'll win it as well. Do you generally, if you had to put money on it, would you say yeah? Think we win it? I think our team's that good that we'll win it.
But do you not think we're in that position where I think we've got the best chance we'll have? But it's almost like now Cole Palmer's started firing this, like it's another one to just decide from, innit? Like, who would you play?
Oh, who would I play?
Like, let's say you got the front 3 and the midfield 3. Who are you putting?
Front 3, it's tough. I feel sorry for Solanke, Tony, and Watkins.
Yeah,
because like
they're playing for second, mate.
They're 3 great players that won't get a start for England because Harry Kane's there. It's like I don't know how. Is it like?
No, you definitely prefer it. You would, but it's just an excuse that we can have lined up, which isn't good if we don't perform. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So obviously you got to go Kane. Up top, the captain. Then to the right, you got Saka. Then to the left, you got Foden.
Yeah, you play them three.
Yeah.
And then how do you fit in like Rice, Bellingham? You've got Cole Palmer now. You even got Maddison. People don't even give a shout.
If I had to change it up a little bit, I'll give Foden like a free role and play him
On the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then play so I'll change it. So I'll swap it. I'll put Cole Palmer on the left.
Okay.
And give him a free role. Then I'll move Foden into midfield with Rice and Bellingham.
Yeah, and Palmer's just like free.
Yeah, just give him a free role.
Yeah, it's a lot, but that's a lot of bodies in there, isn't it? Because Palmer likes playing in the. I suppose he plays everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, he plays everywhere.
He just floats.
I feel like, but that's the thing with Foden. Foden and him can interchange because
Yeah.
Foden can go out wide if he wants.
And maybe have Bellingham in more of the 8.
Yeah.
And then Rice.
Like before Bellingham moved to Real Madrid, he wasn't really like a goal scoring midfielder.
No.
He is a box to box midfielder, so like he can do both roles just as good. He can go forward, as well as he can go like back. So I think Bellingham in the number 8 is perfect. He can be up and down, and Rice can hold.
Yeah, Rice can hold. Yeah,
he's a solid player.
Yeah, he's done that a lot for Arsenal this year as well.
Yeah,
Although he's played higher up, a lot of people have sort of said, "Oh, we're going to have to move one of our best players as in Rice back to the holding role." But he's done that loads for Arsenal anyway.
You've done that for West Ham as
well.
I feel like people forget at West Ham he was doing that. I think on Sky Sports it comes through on the right hand side, like there's a stat sheet and it comes in with like most interceptions, most tackle. I think like a couple of years ago he was up there with like most interceptions.
Yeah, I think he might still be there.
Probably is. So Rice can definitely hold it down, CDM. Just keep it ticking.
Then Bellingham, and then you said who? Foden. Palmer, Saka, Kane.
Yeah.
Back 4, who are you going with? Reece James is probably fit. He's fit to play now when he come on and got an assist, but he's probably not fully match fit right now.
Yeah. Is Kieran Trippier fit?
I think he. Let's just say everyone's fit. Okay, if everyone's fit.
Southgate's got a tough job then.
Yeah.
If everyone's fit.
Back 4.
Back 4. Left back. Who's our normal left back?
It's Shaw. It's Luke Shaw.
Yeah, obviously it's got to be Shaw, but he's injured at the moment, isn't
he? Yeah, he is. I'd like to see Tyreek get a call up. Tyreek Mitchell.
I think he's solid.
He's been top, man. He's been top. He's underrated as well.
Bro, he plays every game.
Yeah, never
really
injured.
Consistent most games as well.
Yeah.
Didn't he score? He scored the other week as well.
Yeah, he scored his second to last game, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he scored against United, didn't he?
Yeah, it was against United. Yeah.
So like he's reliable, but I would like to see probably a right back get pushed out to left back. Obviously, Kieran Trippier has done it in the past.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if Reece James is fit, I wouldn't mind seeing Reece James out there, you know?
Yeah, Reece James is a baller.
Yeah, I'd put Reece James out there if he's fully match fit, Kyle Walker right, and then John Stones has to start.
Yeah.
And he will probably go with Maguire, but...
Who would you go with?
Tomori's injured, isn't he? But I'd go with someone like Tomori or even Mark Gay, I love, to be fair.
He just came back from injury, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was
again, them two are both injured. I'm not too sure about... Levi Colwill, I think he's still injured. He's young, but we haven't integrated him into the team very well. I don't think injuries might have affected that, but I don't know.
I'm sticking with Harry Maguire.
Really, just the experience in it.
I feel like, do you know what it is with football fans? People build up an agenda against someone, and as soon as he makes some mistakes, it's like everyone just jumps on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
And like if the same person was to make that mistake, it's not going to be highlighted as much. But because it's Harry Maguire, it's highlighted as much. And he plays for United. You got that big money move. So
John Stones makes that mistake. Man City win 4-0, no one cares.
Yeah, but because it's Maguire and people just had to banter him, I think he's a solid player.
Yeah. I think in them positions as well, you need to really integrate a player into the team before they step up in such a big tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And more time when you look at football anyway, centre halves are generally older.
Yeah.
They always have a longer career than
a winger or something.
Yeah, a winger or striker or attacking players. Like you look at when Italy won it a couple of years ago, they had Chiellini and Bonucci.
Yeah. And they've been doing it for donkeys, mate.
Exactly. Yeah. So whether you like it or not, you kind of need that experience at the back.
Yeah.
I love Tomori though. I think Tomori definitely deserves more of an opportunity. Considering last season he won the league with AC Milan, and that just because it's in Italy, it goes unnoticed and no one really talks about it. But that's a massive achievement. Do you know what? Yeah, even Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well.
Oh, mate, it's another one that don't get talked about.
He's had a good season. He don't get talked about because, like, it's there in Italy.
Yeah.
So the English media doesn't really push players as much in the other leagues.
Yeah, and sort of like the last couple of years, he has had a lot of time out injured as well. So it's hard to then get his name out from a younger age. Now he's a bit older.
Yeah.
It's like they were going to favour the younger boys, aren't we?
Yeah.
That are in England.
I agree. But anytime I see like an English player go abroad, I always love it when I see them doing well, because it's never an easy challenge to go abroad, live by yourself, and live in a different country, learn a different language, different cultures. So no, you gotta respect both of them for what they've done in the Italian league.
Yeah.
Obviously, Tomori more because he won it last season.
Yeah.
This is Ruben's first season at AC, I think.
Yeah, it is.
So no, he's.
It requires a lot of like got a really strong mentality, doesn't it? Serious dedication out there. Like you are away from all your friends and family.
Yeah.
It's mad when you think about it for the whole year.
I agree, because realistically, both of them can play for a top team in England if they wanted to.
Exactly, yeah.
But they decided to go out their comfort zone and, explore that challenge. Would you ever move abroad if you had the chance?
Yeah, definitely. I don't see like I think it'd be top to play and play, even coach abroad. Like you got to experience different countries. Jadon Sancho's like started ripping it up again, isn't he? So I mean, I don't think he'll be in question for England, will he? It's tough, isn't it? Like it's all coming at once. Everyone started picking up form.
He won't, because he didn't do it in the Premier League.
Yeah, but he was at United where they're just drowning out players, man.
Exactly. I reckon Bowen will get called up. Cole Palmer. So those are two from the right wing.
And Saka, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, then Saka. So that's three. Then obviously on the left you've got. Who have you got on the left?
You got like Rashford. Jack Grealish, Sterling.
Yeah. Sterling's not getting called up. Sterling hasn't been called up for a while.
Last couple now, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's quick shout. There's one person I would start centre off actually if he played for England.
Lewis Dunk?
No.
If he played for England.
Ben White. But he just obviously I think he's made his mind up. Whether he can be convinced, I don't know. But he would be top with Stones.
He's made his mind up because he knows he's not getting into that team.
Do you reckon that's it?
Yeah, he's not better than Trent. He
just don't want to sit on the bench, does it? Yeah, but I think I'm talking about centre back, centre half.
But we ain't seen him play centre half.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you get me? Even when he was at Brighton,
I don't know, man. I just love him.
Even when he was at Brighton, they played three at the back.
So he's right at the free.
Right at the free. He was never like the middle one. And I always think it's not a massive difference, but it is when you see him play right side centre half with a two at the back, how he's gonna play there. We haven't seen that, so I like him, but I don't think he just won't play. Yeah. And for him, he doesn't want to chill on the bench, and I respect that, but. You're representing your country. Yeah,
I just couldn't say no.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless who even if I've like had a massive falling out, it's just like you said, you got to go, and when you're called, you got to go.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, listen, Tanto, I think we'll leave it there, mate. Been a good chat, and I appreciate coming on. I've enjoyed that.
No worries, bro. It's been a pleasure catching up with you.
Yeah, hope the injury goes all right, the rehab, and good luck for next season.
Thank you, bro.
Nice one.